everyone, Tim Schofield here, and we have a really cool collaboration today with Star Wars and OPPO with their Reno14 phone. It is completely themed, comes with extras. You can already tell by the color of the box, this is the dark side limited edition, so I'm expecting some Darth Vader elements. We'll take a quick look what comes inside the box and get some hands-on with the Reno14 Star Wars edition. Let's get started. First of all, you get this really cool design. It's sort of etched in father-son dueling right there. But I want to point out there's a number on the back which lets you know which number you have, since it is a limited edition, obviously in partnership with Disney Star Wars. And here's the box. OPPO Reno14 Dark Side limited edition Star Wars. On the back says Disney. And that's just about it all around. Taking this paper cover off to reveal the actual box with OPPO down in the corner. You'll see the Death Star etched into the background. And there it is, Darth Vader. Moment of truth, opening it up. Oh, it looks like they sent an extra one, so this one is probably just an extra one. This is the actual one that comes in the box. Looks like 312 is my number. Setting that to the side. Check it out. Darth Vader, OPPO. Setting this to the side for just a second. I have to say, I like the subtle design to the packaging. And look at this. We got our Death Star. More Darth Vader. I think this is a case. There's also a custom charging brick. Check out who's on there. 45 watts via USB Type A. It is a red color. And check this out. You have a matching charging cable. Says Darth Vader and has a picture of him on there. Onto what I believe is a case and booklets. We've got a safety guide. This is a SIM ejection tool, actually. Taking the plastic off the top, and then I believe I just pop this out. Whoop, don't want to drop it. And yes, this is a Darth Vader SIM ejection tool. Let me see if I can figure out how to get this out. I figured it out. It doesn't actually pop out. You can just slide it down. I love that design so that you can keep this on your keychain. There's a hook for it, and you don't have to worry about it poking you while it's in your pocket. Even a themed safety guide, quick guide from OPPO. Also, to protect your phone, while it's not quite a custom case, it's a clear one, so you can still see the custom design of the phone. And finally, in the box, I think this is a model of the Death Star, one of the two, obviously. Shaking it out of the box and opening it up, and there it is. So it's a phone stand, so it's not just the Death Star here. It actually has a slot with grip down at the bottom to set your phone up next to it. So here it is, obviously still under construction. I love it. So we'll set our phone in there in just a second. By the way, Death Star 2 from OPPO. I know what you came to see, the OPPO Reno14. Let's take off the paper. Ooh, I love it. Check this out. Let's take the sticker off, and there it is. Down at the bottom says OPPO Star Wars. There's Anakin Skywalker with his Darth Vader mask on. Oh man, I love the subtle red that's behind Darth Vader when the light hits it a certain way. That's so unique. And then, obviously, our camera system. Reno14 has a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel main lens, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide angle lens, and then just a small 2 megapixel macro lens. Now, I'm going to boot this up for the first time. While it boots up, let's take a closer look at the hardware. Down at the bottom, we've got a speaker, USB Type-C port, microphone, and SIM card slot. Now, it's not just a SIM card slot, so we're going to grab our Darth Vader tool and pop this out to show you. Yes, it's a SIM card slot up top, but if you flip it over upside down, it's a micro SD card slot so you can expand the storage. Moving along on the right side, it does have some Lucasfilm Limited branding there and a red colored power button. Volume rockers right above it. Make note there's just a really small camera bump overall. Up towards the top here, looks like we have a microphone, couple microphones. I think that's an IR blaster right here. And finally on the left side, absolutely nothing. Just for fun, one more quick look at that back. Such a really cool, unique design. So it looks like there's a custom boot animation right here. This is Lucasfilm. And there we go. The Reno14F has face unlock and an under-display fingerprint scanner. Also, this phone comes with a pre-installed screen protector, just so you know. Let's set our thumb down. Seems to be pretty quick. You might have to re-register if you do decide to take off the screen protector, so just kind of keep that in mind going forward. This is a little lower of a placement than I'm used to, but I do find you get used to it pretty quickly. We're all set up and ready to go with Color OS, which is OPPO's skin on top of Android. And first things first, you have a custom wallpaper pre-installed out of the box. I'd recommend keeping this on. Always satisfying to take off though. Reno14F has a 6.57-inch display. This is an AMOLED display at 120 hertz refresh rate, so everything should look really smooth. It seems like it's enabled out of the box. It's set to auto select. You can force 60 hertz. You can also force 120 hertz. Obviously, out of the box, you did get a custom wallpaper. Let's see if there's any more that you can sort of swap between. So going into wallpapers, nothing under classic. What about live? Is that the Death Star? No. It seems like that's just the moon. But it kind of looks like the Death Star. Alright, so it doesn't seem like any were pre-installed out of the box. I'm going to more to look for some, and I just can't seem to find any. So if you do want to change, it seems like that's the only one you can have out of the box. I'd like to give OPPO props for a feature they have on their phones. Not just this phone, also other OPPO phones. You go into connections and you can share with iPhone or PC. Really nice to have. Say your friend has an iPhone, you can actually share files and photos with them. Diving into wallpapers and style, here's my theme. You can obviously go through and change a bunch of different things, but I want to say I really do wish there was maybe some sort of theming to the icons related to Star Wars. That would be kind of a nice little touch, or even just the colors. Yes, you could probably go through it. Actually, let's go to wallpaper colors, and I don't see really there's a red. So let's try and activate that and then back out. And then, okay, so there's kind of a red there pulled from the wallpaper. And if we go into display and brightness, let's go to dark mode, turn that on. There we go. So you can sort of theme it yourself. There isn't just a standard set Star Wars theme. And obviously checking out the Death Star as a phone stand. Just a nice way to, one, you can use your phone, or you can use it as more of a collectible and just a way to show off your cool new phone. Anyways, that is everything from me in the brand new OPPO Reno14F Dark Side Edition. There's everything that comes in the box. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. If you're a Star Wars fan, you might want to look into it. I will link to it down below. But anyways, be sure to subscribe. A lot more content coming soon. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.